Hey guys, it's FIRSTS here with a face shave. Today we'll be using PAA's Diver Down, and I've got the puck that I lathered inside of a vintage Seaforth spiced, or this one's Seaforth Heather and Fern set mug, and it's got the instructions on the back and everything's kind of cool. And I've got it lathered up here with a PAA Switchback. It's got a 26 millimeter the golden nib silver tip, and for the first time I'll also be using the Star Jelly pre-shave. I'm usually a cube guy, but I decided to try this out. I've already got that on with some proto lather too, and this is also my first time using this scent, so all right. There's a lot of firsts in this shave. First time using the Diver Down, first time using the Star Jelly pre-shave, first time using this angle on the camera, mostly because I was just lazy, didn't want to move some stuff around to place the camera stand or the phone stand. So what I did to lather this was I brush loaded directly out of the mug, and then I lathered it up in my PAA bowl. And as you can tell, it fits really easily in my hand. And I don't have huge hands. I mean, I think relatively average. I'm 5'8", so lathered up really nicely. And I will link everything that's available below. The soap puck, the brush, the knot, the bowl, pre-shave, all that stuff. Another first for me is I'll be using a second-hand carbon that I bought off of the Shaving Nook buy sell trade. This is the original base plate. I don't know if you can see that. And the guy that had it gave me a great deal on it, so I could not pass that up. And this is, again, the original. I think this has a lot more blade exposure than some of the other plates, but I think it's a 0.68 gap. Not bad. Well, I'll try to find the perfect angle for it. It definitely has some blade exposure, but not menacing by any means. I don't know. I don't know how to speak. And the blade is a brand new Nasset, super stainless. This is definitely efficient. The blade gap is not huge, and it is very smooth. I mean, this is so far a keeper. But blade exposure, the blade sticks out significantly, which I like, because for me, what that allows me to do is touch my face barely and let the weight do all the work, just gliding it across. And it does take some finesse, but the reason I like that is I find if I use a more mild razor that has less blade exposure, I tend to press a little bit more, because if I don't, I don't get as close of a shave, and I know that I've tested it. So, that leads to more irritation, more ingrown hairs for me, and it's not as enjoyable. This Divers Down is mentholated, the soap and the aftershave. The pre-shave star jelly that I got is mentholated as well, so I've got a nice cooling effect on my face, which is excellent. I love menthol and cooling effects. And as you can tell, I've got an excellent lather right here, as you would expect with PAA. Let me know below, have you used a carbon razor? Because I'm kind of excited about this one. I've been looking for one for a while. Really, I'm kind of disappointed. I've been looking for one of their copper ones. And when I realized I wasn't going to get one on the buy-sell trades, I reached out to them and they kept telling me for months that it's coming soon, they're making them, it's going to come soon. And I get it. I mean, COVID hit supply chains and they're smaller company and all that stuff. I get it. I can be patient. But when I found this, for almost a third of what they go for brand new right now, I jumped on it. I could not pass this up. So, and I was looking for the plus or the plus plate, but again, he only had the original plate, which is fine. I was kind of worried about it being rough because of the extra blade exposure. And I've talked to some people that have this base plate and they didn't like it. They said it was rough and uncomfortable, but I'm not having any issues with it so far. This one you tend to have to ride the cap more, which I'm not personally used to because with the Rex Ambassador and the Blackbird and the Tridari, which are all efficient and relatively aggressive razors. Well, the Tridari Open Comb, which is what I have. I tend to use a steeper angle where I'm riding the guard more towards this way instead of riding the cap. But this is smooth. And again, I wouldn't call it menacing by any means. But you do get blade feel. They did change the base plate design and then they upped their price recently. So I think they were going for about $249 retail. And then they changed their base plate and again, COVID and materials and stuff. So their prices went up from $250 to about $280. Which isn't, terrible, but most of us don't want to pay more for something that we could have gotten for $30 cheaper prior, or if you go on buy sell trades, you can get them for a lot less. Very nice. This knot was one of my first nice badger knots. Prior to this, I did not like badgers because I only tried the cheaper black hair, pure black bristle badgers, which I didn't know better. I was a synthetic guy before. I mean, I still am, but only synthetic. So I tried a Badger and I got the cheapest knot that I can find and put it in a vintage handle that I restored. Um, that was a mistake because it was very pokey, very scritchy, not dense whatsoever. It was just trash. And then, you know, a few months went by and I was like, I want to try a nice Badger. I keep hearing all these things from all these people. So I was like, this one's kind of pricey. The knot itself was in the 50s range. I don't know, something like that. It's been a while now. Which is, for me at the time, was expensive for a knot because I was coming from synthetics, which are like $7 to $12. Um, and I had the PAA Switchback, so I got another ferrule, however you say it, and just epoxied it in there. And I fell in love with this knot. And at the time, it was my favorite Badger knot. And then I've tried new knots, the Venturian V12s. And 13 now is out. Oh yeah, that's smooth. It's smooth and efficient. This is going to be very nice results, I think. The only thing with positive blade exposure, when you've got significantly positive blade exposure, is you do have to have as light of a touch as you can. So a lot of the people that have issues with the Rex Ambassador complain about the blade exposure. And then you add in the weight, which is not too heavy. It's really well balanced. But, you just have to have a light touch. Now, this handle is longer than I typically like. I usually like a 3 to 3.5 inch handle, or about 85-ish millimeters. I don't know if you can hear that feedback, but it's very nice. This is a little bit longer handle, but it's tapered, so it's very comfortable to hold. I'm just gonna go on residuals. All right, very nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and rinse off, and I'll be back with the post shave. All right, and I'm back. So after the shave, I rinsed off my face, and then I used the PAA alum block with the dry dock system. No stinging whatsoever, except for right here where I went against the grain a lot with the residuals, and even then, it was just very, very minimal, almost not even noticeable. So very close, very smooth shave. Very, very nice. And that's really surprising, or it surprised me, considering it was my first use with a carbon razor ever. And it was a brand new Nasset, which are very sharp. It's one of the sharper blades out there. Very smooth shave, no irritation whatsoever. And now I'm going to finish off with the Diver Down matching splash. And this scent, I didn't talk about it a lot because it's not a new scent. There are many other reviews and things out there that I'm sure you've all seen. It is a powdery classic scent that is after the classic C4 spice, not the current C4 spice, the classic one. So it is very mentholated, um, very powdery, but then you also, after it dries down, you get some really nice notes in there. So very, very smooth. My face feels great. So I'm very happy with this. The carbon is going to be a keeper. Hopefully I can find a plus or plus plus plate down the road. And we'll go from there. Thanks for watching and see you next time.